all the men and women it can get. But a new report says that many who want to serve are physically unfit for the job.
Plus more. Fox News correspondent Peter Doocy joins us from Studio E with details. Peter.
That's right, guys. Well, being overweight is one of the main reasons that 75% of young Americans aged 17 to 24, my people, are unable to join the military right now. Watch this.
Up. Discipline! Down. We have none. Up. The Marines are always looking for a few good men, but
it's a misconception that people have that they can walk in and sign in and join. It's not that easy.
A shocking new report released by about 100 retired military leaders called Ready, Willing, and Unable to Serve says 75% of Americans ages 17 to 24 are unfit for service.
It's a national security threat because in the future, if that number increases, we aren't going to be able to have enough.
Talk show host on why I and National Action Network, our group, was not dealing with education. It was a civil rights issue. When he showed me the data, 55% of blacks get a diploma, 58% of Latinos, 78% of whites. I looked at this achievement gap, which was almost identical to 1954 when I was born, the year of Brown versus Board of Education. And I said, how are we ignoring this? Then when I looked at the broader data, that we were in 1970, we were like 30 as a country. Now we're 15% of the people in the world that is dealing with graduates. We are going backwards in a technological age as a country, and in my community, we're getting inexperienced teachers, unequal education. So if this means that we have to...
Meet 14-year-old Angelique. This is what she had to say.
I may be 14 years old, but ain't no one finna run my life, especially not that whore Nicole. I've been having sex since I was 11 years old, with over 30 different guys. 5 different guys right now, just so I can get pregnant. My people take me out on the street and sell my body for $50. I even had sex for a double cheeseburger with bacon. It's all about fast money, baby.
He says crime and incarceration rates for African Americans are 7 times those of white America. Which seems to me, if you quote a statistic like that, if you say incarceration and crime levels, blacks 7 times those of whites, you come to one of 2 conclusions. One, something happened before the era we live in to make one group of people 7 times more likely to commit crimes, or that other group is just morally inferior.
Race and weight. One ethnic group has by far the most alarming obesity numbers. We're paging Dr. Gupta to find out who and why. So, who and why?
Well, it's African Americans, and it's staggeringly higher than whites and Hispanics. And what's interesting, Carol, you know, when I first started working at this network, we talked about the rates of people being overweight all the time. And now we talk about obesity almost in the way that we used to talk about overweight. It's gotten that much worse over the past several years, for sure. But there are some concerning numbers specifically about African Americans and the rates of obesity. What they really try to do is break down obesity rates by race and also by state. And you can take a look at the numbers there. I mean, it's pretty staggering. 36% of blacks, more than 1 in 3, are obese.
Wow.
29% of Hispanics, 24% of whites, 40% of black women overall, Carol, as well. This is what has gained a lot of attention when we talk about health care as well, because obesity is related to
getting this case back again a second time on this count under these circumstances it's very frustrating. It's very disheartening.
It was a historic case. The first HIV patient in the state of Idaho convicted of intentionally spreading the deadly virus. More than a decade later now, he is back behind bars for allegedly offending again. Late this afternoon, in fact, we learned that the grand jury has indicted Carrie Stephen Thomas of 7 counts of knowingly transferring the HIV virus.
And he's already served several years behind bars, but tonight that is
faces in an epidemic that is plaguing the black community.
Sadly, AIDS in America today is a black disease.
Phil Wilson is the CEO of the Black AIDS Institute.
No matter how you look at the epidemic, from the lens of gender or sexual orientation or age or socioeconomic class or education or region of the country where you live, black people bear the brunt of the AIDS epidemic.
Also tonight, back here at home, a jilted lover is now under arrest, accused of abducting and eventually killing his ex-girlfriend, all because he claims she gave him a deadly disease.
Once you were out of the car, they asked you, what happened? Why is she bleeding? Allegedly, you replied, I shot the because she gave me HIV.
The judge...
You don't have to worry about that. I was taking care of I want to go okay. I don't know that. Go straight across. Do not touch me. Stop. Do not come here. I'm supposed to be on her way. I called her about 45 minutes ago. When we brought her up here, she destroyed the office.
Glad you got my advice.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah, we're waiting on another tape now. Jaisha, you need to calm down. You need to do it now. Okay? You remember me?
You know what I'm doing, right?
I'm the one you told your mom to put handcuffs on you. Here's 34 hours. Put her hands together.
Stop. Go ahead. Don't worry.
It's a Chicago public school full of energy and spirit. It has about 800 girls, and 115 of them have something in common, something you might find hard to believe. CBS 2's Kristen Hartman is here with the story. Kristen.
Hi, Rob. All those young ladies are moms or moms-to-be at Paul Robeson High School. It's not a school for young mothers. It's a CPS neighborhood school, and it's happened despite prevention talk. If you're looking for a why, the people closest to the situation say there is no simple explanation. Pep rallies and parenting. Two very different worlds that sometimes collide.
I have to take my baby to daycare before I go to school.
CPS says it does not track.
Grief is there are many more parents who've lost their babies to senseless violence that is gripping Chicago right now. Parents like Patricia Brown. Her daughter, Patrice, was the second child to be killed in the neighborhood. She died when she was struck by a stray bullet. And also with her tonight is Diane Latiker, a mother.
Let me ask you something, Doctor. There was a recent government survey that found that African Americans have higher rates of depression as compared to whites, non-Hispanics. But a report by the Surgeon General found that the percentage of blacks who actually get mental health care is only half of non-Hispanic whites. What is going on here? So you heard, again, the Reverend got good assistance, sounds like, from the VA.
Well, he got whatever he got from it, okay?
Well, he got something that helped.
Military leaders say fixing the problem needs to start early. So they're launching a program called Mission Readiness and calling on lawmakers to spend more money on high-quality childhood development programs to combat poor public education and obesity.
If you have somebody that, may be a little out of shape, that may, change the fight a little bit.
Gunnery Sergeant Sergio Moeller runs recruitment for this Marine Corps substation in Smithtown, New York. Because of the high standards for service,
It goes down every Wednesday, you heard me? Hold on, every Wednesday right here. Oh yeah, wild out, yeah, wild out, You already know this is not what you know from my second, so you know it goes down every Wednesday, every Wednesday, you know how to rock sex boys every Wednesday, and now the black people
claims that she was beaten up by 6 girls who didn't like her karaoke performance in a Stamford, Connecticut bar. Police have charged the 6, but they're telling a much different story. NECN's Brian Burnell spoke to the accused this afternoon.
Something happened Wednesday night at Bobby Valentine's in Stamford, Connecticut, but exactly what depends on who you talk to. 25-year-old Lady Alcantara told police she was singing karaoke when one among a group of 6 girls told her she was annoying and punched her in the face.
She was like, yeah, you're very annoying. I said, well, so why you come over here? This is karaoke now, you know, don't come. And she's like, come, she punched me.
She says after that, all 6 attacked her. The girls were arrested and charged with assault.